Tonight, my fellow boobs and bollocks, my friends and I are feasting upon a film about a fiendish murderer.
Spooky!
In terms of pop culture, I'm sure we're all aware of American Psycho, as the image of Christian Bale wearing a transparent raincoat splashed in blood and clutching an axe is highly iconic. Who here has watched American Psycho?
See.
No.
I used to own the book, but I never actually read it.
I haven't watched the entire film.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
But I have seen several compilations of it on YouTube.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Of course, there's Le Memes, which is apparently such a notable entry into the film's history that Wikipedia describes American Psycho as a strong presence in contemporary meme culture.
My pain is constant and sharp, and I do not hope for a better world for anyone.
So I've known of the film for years, but I didn't realise it is a horror film, but it's also a comedy.
Ah.
It's done intentionally over the top.
It's really, difficult to see it as being like a normal film, because so much of it is made in weird ways.
There's the scene where they're comparing business cards.
Let's see Paul Allen's card.
Very intensely. Oh my god. Look at that font!
They're literally all the same, though.
They're identical.
Yeah. He's having a breakdown over nothing, essentially. It's so meaningless.
It's this massive status symbol between them, but it's literally just
Look at that subtle off-white coloring. The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my god.
I'd argue it's not a horror because you see everything from his perspective. It's kind of maybe creepy or scary, but you see it all from him, not necessarily from the victims.
Does he get away with it?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. The ending as I remember it, it's kind of revealed that it was all in his head.
Yeah,
He didn't kill anyone.
There's a bit where he goes to an ATM.
He tries to feed a cat to it.
And the ATM says feed me a cat.
Okay, so does he have psychosis?
They don't really go into it.
He obviously does, because if he's actually doing the things he's doing, then yes, he is insane. He's very evil to be murdering people, but if he's just imagining it, then he is also insane because he's imagining that he's killing people.
Yeah.
So he's either psychotic or quirky.
According to Christian Bale, he got the part because at the audition, he and the director started laughing at how absurd the character of Bateman is.
His portrayal of Patrick Bateman is essentially based on Tom Cruise in real life, where you watch Tom Cruise on talk shows and he's very happy and smiley, but he's just completely dead behind the ice.
What her head would look like on a stick.
Is anyone from the original film in the second one?
No. The Girl Who Wouldn't Die had its title changed during production to All American Girl, which presumably is what gave the producers the idea of, American Girl? American Psycho?
So it was written as a different film entirely, and then they just tried to make some connections.
Exactly.
One of those more people will see it if we give it a title that's recognisable.
The film stars Mila Kunis.
Mila?
It's Mila, I think.
Mila?
Best known to everyone as the voice of Family Guy's Meg Griffin. Kunis was only 17 at the time American Psycho 2 was in production, so it's a bit perverse that the tagline is deadlier and sexier.
Nice.
Can anyone name any of the other films she starred in?
Ed.
She's in Jupiter Ascending, which is a film I've recommended for this channel because it's fucking awful.
I've mainly seen her in that 70s show and Family Guy.
As you say, she's so well known for Family Guy, but Meg does fuck all.
How come I never get any lines in these things?
Shut up, Meg.
The film also features the William Shatner,
Oh my god.
which is pretty much the kiss of death given his track record of appearing in craptacular movies.
Does anyone have a favourite William Shatner song? Other than Rocket Man.
I haven't seen Star Trek the musical.
Tangerine trees and marmalade skies.
I've only seen the infamous actor act in 3 things: an episode of Columbo, Miss Congeniality, and Dodgeball.
William Shatner's in Dodgeball?
I remember Chuck Norris is in Dodgeball, but not William Shatner. Well, one final note about the film before we get rolling, because I'd hate for you all to miss Bake Off. American Psycho 2 is directed by Morgan Freeman.
Fucking hell.
You're fucking kidding me.
Morgan J. Freeman.
I want to see the actress Mila Kunis, but with the monologue of Morgan Freeman whenever she thinks.
On the first day I saw Patrick Bateman, I knew he was a serial killer.
Crikey.
You know how some babysitters take you to the movies or rollerblading in the park? Mine brought me along on a date with a serial killer, Patrick Bateman.
Is a babysitter allowed to take a kid on a date with them?
Well, if the first film set up that it was questionable whether he actually killed people or not, it's just ruined it when, yeah, he actually does kill people.
I wanna be a gynecologist.
So we now know he kills people, but he also was killed by a small child.
I can't believe fans of the first film and the author of the book, they didn't like that outcome for the character of Patrick Bateman.
I pour one out in the street for him.
Is everything alright in there?
Yes, everything's fine, thanks.
College.
That is the most 2001 man I've ever seen.
Radical, bro.
Longitudinal, dude.
Being dressed like she's in the Matrix gives her good reflexes for Frisbee.
There's a Shatner teaching at my school.
William Shatner just wandered on screen and was just like, I guess I'll be in the film.
That's how they get him into movies. They just build the set around him, and he walks in and just lives his life, and they film it.
Everyone just stands around and goes, he's acting, he's doing it.
And congratulations on getting through the first half of the semester. Alive.
The joke's on you, I'm dead.
I'm dead inside.
This is my golden ticket to Quantico, the FBI's elite training program. Unfortunately, everyone else is here for the same reason.
This reminds me of Dexter for some reason.
That guy's so fucking cool.
He looks so much like the guy from Dawson's Creek. I can't remember his name.
Little Dawson.
Cassandra Blair. Rumor has it that she and Starkman have been going at it since the beginning of the semester.
Well, that's how he gets the ladies. He hypnotizes them. It's a reverse Shallow Hal.
If you went on a course and William Shatner was the fucking teacher, what would he have to offer you for you to have sex with William Shatner?
The key to his two-page rule.
How old is Shatner at this point? I swear he's like almost 90 now.
Star Trek was in the late 60s.
Yeah.
So he was probably in his 30s when he was doing that. He'd be about 60-odd.
At least.
Ah, my precious phone. I think it'd be a wasted film unless she makes a phone call.
That's your fucking advice? Do you think they give those things out for Bitch of the Month because that hag in there could be the reigning champion?
If I swear and abuse the staff, they'll have to hire me.
Yeah.
I was told to drop off my teaching assistant application here after I'm done with it. Wait a second. What's this?
Says here you murdered Patrick Bateman when you were 6.
We don't usually allow freshmen or sophomores to become TAs. Here, take this. Beat common freshman fears in 10 easy steps.
Try this other pamphlet, Beat Communists, with a stick.
The only experience I want is to be Professor Starkman's teaching assistant next semester.
I'm sorry, he's molesting someone else right now. Oh my god, this girl is young enough to molest.
The film's soundtrack was composed by the Shadows.
I think that Mila Kunis's plan might be to kill her in order to change the policy of the school.
She clearly didn't even make the policy.
Yeah.
She clearly said that she's got to ask her superiors.
She's going to saw her kneecaps off and use them as hockey pucks.
That is a disgusting colour of car.
That's baby diarrhea.
Ricky, come to mama.
I'm living la vida loca.
Ricky!
You've not turned yourself into a pickle again, have you, Ricky?
No!
Oh!
Guess who?
I hate Mondays.
She's smart enough to be trying to get this job at the uni, but not enough to consider just talking to the people more senior than that woman before murdering her.
Oh, it wasn't her.
Or was he just also wearing a hood?
This was before they passed the law in America, so no two people can wear a hoodie in the same state.
We're allowed to have one.
I just thought we should get together and, discuss the state of the union and just life in general. We should get to know each other better. We should just bring it to the surface and stop lying to each other.
Are you on crack?
Well, we could get together and...
This conversation has gone on for so long and fucking nothing has happened.
I told you I have a paper to write.
No. I'm not taking no for an answer. Look, you have to eat, right? I have to eat. We both have to eat. Let's just eat together. It's no big deal.
Well, isn't he charming?
Okay, fine. Just pick me up at 8.
How about some rape? Oh, yes, please. You've asked me twice. I've got to go for it now.
My family's coming to visit. It's my mom's birthday, and they want to see how the other half lives.
Okay, that sounds terrible.
I know.
Maybe you should kill them.
Mila Kunis is... Her parents are Russian, I believe, or Ukrainian, one or the other.
Russian her into film.
Suka, brat!
Ukrainian psycho.
Can I get you something to drink?
Yes.
I'll have 6 litres of vodka, please.
I'll just have a glass of house red, please.
Good. Be right back.
Why is this guy so awkward and nervous?
He just murdered somebody.
Listen, Rach, before we sort of embark on our evening, I have a confession to make.
He's gay.
He's wearing a green shirt, so he must be about to fart.
Drop out of the race for the TA position, and I'll ensure that you have 7 digits of my family's eternal gratitude.
Anyway, I've got to go home. They've just released The Simpsons Road Rage on PS2.
I'll let you be my dreams if I can be in yours.
What?
It's a quote. Bob Dylan, maybe you've heard of him?
Come gather round, Cheese Wheels.
He only listens to the Killers. Is she putting on the murder hoodie?
Yeah, so you know there's going to be murder.
Where are you going?
I have to return some videotapes.
This is a very crinkly mattress. I use a sock myself.
Oh, I completely forgot I filled my bedroom with popcorn before I left. Hang on, she's not going for the throat, she's going for, like, the inner jaw.
Yeah.
Stop, this is just making me hard.
She's really into guys who like erotic asphyxiation.
Oh my god, she used a condom.
Oh my god, she's the murderer!
No. She's the all-American girl, psycho-American?
That was the son of Paul Allen.
Once I get into the FBI, I'll be in a position to stop dozens, maybe even hundreds of serial killers. God, I think I need some professional help.
Murders 2 people. I should see a psychiatrist about this.
Should I kill these children? Sounds like someone's got a case of the shoulds.
I could tell you anything, and you'd still never know the real me.
Sure you could, and that's your choice, but why would you lie to me?
Because I don't expose my Achilles heel to anyone.
Why did you go to a psychiatrist if no? I refuse to tell you.
Have you ever wanted something so bad that you'd do anything to get it?
Sure.
He calls up his psychiatrist.
I was in this 70s show, right? There's this one cast member who was really weird, actually.
I just had a first-time session with one of your students. Whoa.
Have you heard about confidentiality?
I won't tell you the name if you promise not to say it out loud once you figured it out. This girl has no concept of reality or the difference between right or wrong.
He said go. Narrowed it down.
She was like, I want to be a teacher's assistant. And he's like, no, make it stop.
Sometimes you feel so sad. Running in the noughties.
This is the least convincing running I've ever seen.
Yeah. This feels like they were trying to pad out the film. How many shots of her running do we need to watch?
When the film's only an hour and 20 minutes and they have to pad it, you know we're in trouble.
Maybe it's not a Family Guy thing and just a Mila Kunis thing where they just drag things out. I mean, what is going on here? There's a fridge.
Hey Harrison Ford, what are you doing in there?
I must have lost track of time running. I had planned to get here early to get as much FaceTime with Starkman as possible. And now I'm late.
If only I hadn't gone to stare at the abandoned shopping trolleys in a river.
It's a funny world we live in.
So, how was your date with Brian?
Oh, fine. Short, I guess. I don't know. We didn't get that far. He went home right after dinner.
What do you mean? Why'd you come by my room last night to borrow a rubber if he went home right after dinner?
Oh my god, you stupid...
She's terrible at covering her tracks.
She's just terrible in general.
I forgot I murdered someone with something I borrowed from you. Well, no, you wouldn't borrow a condom, would you? I only used it once.
This film is not very good.
The professor told me I'm a shoe-in for the TA position next year. I wasn't supposed to tell anyone, but since you and I are so close, I figured I could share.
Sounds like Lisa Simpson really needs a new reed for a saxophone.
Gee Willikers, Batman, I've killed again.
She just died of boredom from having hung out with Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
hanging out.
I'm sorry to drop in without an appointment, but there's something on my mind.
So you build these 2 towers, right?
He's got the Ukrainian flag behind him.
He was ahead of his time.
Very ahead of his time.
Very forward thinking.
It must be so disappointing to see all these college kids come in and out of your town. Every year moving on to bigger and better opportunities. Well, you just stay here, year after year, just getting older and older.
Why is she going to this psychiatrist? She's just trying to bully him.
I wonder what would happen to you without your mother.
Okay, Rachel, that's enough. Don't go jumping to conclusions.
I can't believe this is the prequel to Good Bull Hunting.
Mila, it's not your fault.
Is there going to be a scene where she's just like, hey, have you listened to this? And it's just System of a Down.
So I'm just going to have to let the dog out, but I'll be back. Carry on.
Who?
This guy planned each and every detail in advance. He chose victims with extreme accuracy. He stalked them meticulously.
After this guy graduated, he got a job in the IT department.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Premeditated with a capital P.
Capital P?
P, it's a letter in the alphabet.
Oh, God. This is awful.
This is just shit.
An organized killer and off-the-charts lunatic. Oh, with a capital L.
That's not even funny. Oh.
How would you classify a killer whose downward spiral was actually calculated into their grand scheme?
That's a very interesting hypothesis, Miss Newman.
It's a shame I wasn't listening to it.
Oh, I wonder if he's going to die because he said a thing in a class that she was also in.
I was also there. Die.
So she's murdering for the greater good.
The greater good. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Why should she do it in the library?
Yeah, there must have been minimum librarians in there. And cameras.
Hey, yeah.
She kills him in the library so that when he screams, she can go, shh.
I think my chances are much better this year than they were last.
I would think so.
She's only flirting with him because she wants George Takei's autograph.
I wonder if at any point they considered getting someone better looking than William Shatner to play the professor that everyone flirts with. Surely it's just common knowledge that they were dating, if he's just casually walking into her room.
Yeah.
Hey, don't leave me hanging. I've got a stiffy to...
Well, she had suicidal tendencies, but I was more concerned with the sociopathic and homicidal patterns that were emerging.
Spare me your psychobabble bullshit.
You're a psychiatrist. May God have mercy on us all.
We're bound by the guidelines of doctor-patient privilege, right?
I must speak with Dr. Privilege at once. Dr. Tightlips. Who is the murderer?
I ain't said nothing. Suck a lemon.
Why'd you call me in the first place?
Because you're my fucking shrink.
He said the F word. I'm distraught. Beam me up.
Is that H from Steps at the front?
No.
Professor Starkman told me to tell you that unfortunately he's decided that his sabbatical, which was previously scheduled for next year, is now effective immediately. In other words, there'll be no TA position for next semester.
Well, you better kill everyone now.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
If I make it look like his girlfriend killed herself, he'll get over it immediately.
Well, there seems to be no consequences. She killed the first woman.
Yeah.
There's been no police investigation that we've seen.
Rachel, why do you keep looting corpses?
And the dress.
Oh my fucking God.
The dress that she was hanging in. So obviously he's going to know it was her. I've just come at warp 5.
Why haven't you gone home?
Oh, I'm just gonna hang around here during the break, Professor.
Get it? Hang.
I think she's probably going to fuck him and then kill him.
God, if he doesn't die in this movie, what a waste of a movie.
The old fucking kill.
At least in the first one, we got to see Jared Leto die.
Boobies!
That necklace. And Cassandra's dress.
Oh man, this is common loot.
Bobby, don't you remember? You gave it to me.
Oh, gaslighting. You love gaslighting, don't you remember? You said so.
Get the fuck out.
Look, I have a confession to make.
I much preferred Picard than Kirk.
I've been phoning in my performance as Meg for the past 15 years.
You were in Patrick Bateman's apartment. That night he killed Clara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich and good looking.
That's not even...
Tristan Bale.
That was Chris Haystack. Bale, okay.
God damn it.
She was going over there to cheat on you. Did you know that? I mean, did you know she was a slut?
Shut up!
God, how many dead girlfriends does this guy have?
What the fuck?
I love that. It was so shit.
I wish you could see his toupee come off.
Hey, what's going on this side?
Nice mop.
What the fuck?
The mop through his
How
head.
did he get the through his fucking skull?
She could have so easily faked his suicide.
He kind of already did all the work.
It looks like he just fell out the window, just leave him there.
What the hell's going on here?
Oh, that's Professor Starkman. He's a little out of it tonight.
He's dead tired.
He's dead serious about going to Itchy and Scratchy Land.
Oh my god.
You've reached Robert Starkman in the Behavioral and Social Sciences Department. Please leave a message.
I'll have to speak up. I'm 6 feet under.
Hi, honey.
Mom! Dad!
Sweet Jesus, it smells like somebody died in here.
That is an extremely funny line.
I made a reservation at a restaurant for 5:30.
You know, your father cannot digest Italian food. It's too spicy.
Too spicy?
She's like, who can I kill to get out of this?
I love you guys.
Love
you. Bye-bye.
Hey, Lois.
I don't think Meg was very happy to see us.
Never darken my dormitory again.
Wow, time's really speeding by for him.
He's phoning up a clock repairers.
I'll come by around 5:30, pick you up for a big date.
No, that's too big.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Honey, why does your necklace smell like corpse?
How about a nice egg in these troublous times?
If she had only taken my advice, she could have avoided this entire mess. Well, could you just die?
Yes, we could all just die right about now because the script's so shit.
Oh!
I realized that I can't let my mother get the best of me. I'm Robert Starkman's next TA.
He's dead. How is he gonna fucking hire you? He's dead.
We need more filler. Quick, pass me the shovel.
Ready to order?
Maybe you'd give us a little bit more time?
Oh, sure. Of course.
Thank you. Oh my god.
It's that bitch. Sorry.
I prefer cunt.
I just love that hat. No, I would kill for a hat like that.
Who is that pretty girl? A new girlfriend, I hope.
He's double her age.
He's like 30 years older than her.
I piss in her soup.
Let's just say a mutual friend told me that he found you hanging.
I'm so certain it was you, even though I did not have confirmation it was you. It could have been one of 20 other students.
Even if they never found any of these bodies, there'd be so many missing person reports.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there is a police station.
I want to file a missing persons report on Robert Starkman.
There have been 5 missing people at this uni, and the uni's thought, let's not look into it.
Hey, it's all good. Just happened, you know?
Can I convince you guys just to come to the campus with me so that we can just make sure everything's okay?
Will there be donuts?
Oh, Bobby. Now I told you to get your beauty sleep. We have a long night ahead of us.
The way that she's talking to him makes it seem like they're going to add in an element of necrophilia to this.
But the only way to make this film interesting.
Trouble at Old Mill Bend?
No, there isn't. Well, let's go to Old Mill Bend anyway. Stop in the name of the law. No. She said no. Should we go back? Fuck. Pull over or I'll kill myself.
There's that thing from like Burnt Face Man.
Yeah.
But this will increase the speed.
What the hell? Oh, don't let it be Bobby.
There's been a moida.
Oh, he made his Ribena too strong.
Oh. Wow. These graphics, so real.
We spent all 5 pence of our budget on that one explosion.
It was all symbolic of those discarded shopping trolleys. 2 years later, and we're still trying to figure out why this film was made.
It all ended in a blaze of fire, in which she and her final victim, Robert Starkman, they burned to death.
And then I roasted marshmallows on it.
He said he'd burned to death. He was clearly already dead.
Yeah.
He had a hole in his stomach.
She killed a true family guy.
I bet she's going to be in that line.
Yeah, she's going to get him to sign a book.
Sign my book with you? Oh.
Elizabeth McGuire.
Oh, I know your brother, Toby. You're Spider-Man's sister?
Don't do anything then. She's getting away!
She's very slowly getting away. The worst part is now he has to share royalties with her.
She's the first Quantico student in history to be drafted into the Bureau in her sophomore year.
And with the FBI, I not realise that she's just pretending to be someone else.
Who do we pick? That one.
What, he just never called the police?
Tell the FBI he's in their fucking building! Hey, you remember that serial killer? She's actually that person.
Oh, that explains how she got out of the burning car alive. What? She put her hood up. It seems today that all you see...
Fuck me, that was fucking shit.
Can we watch the first one now, just to make it...
Or to cleanse our palate?
Yes.
I would say what William Shatner's Rocket Man is to Elton John's Rocket Man. That's what this film is to American Psycho. It's amazing that she just consistently got away with things, despite the fact that she was not very careful at any point. She just had dead bodies around. She was like just in a library, like open public spaces. And then she gets into the FBI just by like wearing a pair of glasses and a neckerchief and saying, "I'm someone else."
That's literally what she said. She walked in, "Who are you? I'm someone else."
No, I have a different name to that murderer.
The Cat in the Microwave was much harder to watch than actually any of the murders.
Well, we don't see most of them.
There was a point, probably before her halfway point, where I just gave up and followed the plot.
They could have spent the time that they spent just showing her running with her covering up her murders or doing something that would make sense.
Going to see the therapist. She knows that he suspects her.
No, I guess I'll not kill him, but sort of intimidate him and then just leave him alive at the end. But
he's like, "What do you want to talk about?" She's like, "I don't want to talk to you."
How long do you think it would have taken her to get that mop sharp enough that she could have stabbed it through the janitor's
The entire
mouth?
film.
She has a massive pencil sharpener.
He slipped and fell on his own mop.
You know when she turned out she was in love with the professor and she knew him from childhood because her childminder who took her to a murderer's house was secretly dating him? Why did they send the childminder around to the murderer's house with a child?
We want you to both die, go away.
Presumably her parents would have heard that her babysitter was murdered and they never said to her, wasn't she supposed to be looking after you that day?
Nobody tells me nothing.
And then she's in the FBI and then goes up to a guy who knows she's a murderer and goes, "Oh."
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. How shall we rate this?
1 Patrick Bateman out of 10 Paul Allens.
1 Morgan Freeman the director out of 1 Morgan Freeman the actor.
On the scale of Michael Kremko, the guy who played Patrick Bateman in this movie, I'm going to give it a Chippendale's Murder out of a G-spot.
1 Norman Bates out of 5 Ed Geins.
1 William Shatner falling over in a car and she makes a joke about oral sex. Out of 15, that bit in Tropic Thunder where he watches the fight from Star Trek on his iPhone.
It's entirely possible that Rosa Parks saw Shrek the film.